the presentation skills then that you've kind of learned, because I suppose things changed in the last few years. A lot of it had to be online, and even some of the keynoting would have switched to online. Like, I can see the background and I saw some of the stuff. Like, what lessons did you kind of learn to start improving as you were kind of going through that?
Well, I've learned how to put on makeup. I borrowed my wife's makeup. I mean, one of the things
I'm worried about. You want to take that off?
One of the things that actually worries me, I can guarantee, if I'm doing a webinar for a professional client, I guarantee that I'll cut myself shaving that morning. So I have to regularly go to my wife and say, because something for this. But basically what I try to do with the webinars is try and encourage as many people as possible to leave their cameras on so I can get some kind of a reaction from them. That doesn't always happen, obviously. But what I do know is that when I'm doing my content, I've got a pretty good idea as to how people are going to react. So even if I've got all blank screens in front of me, I'm imagining what the audience is doing, how they're reacting. So if I say something that I know is funny because I've done it previously, I will then kind of pause for a couple of seconds, which is critical when you're doing a humorous piece, to let the audience react to it, etc. A few other things that I do is I try to get as much interaction as possible. So I'll ask for responses from time to time, tell people. And in doing webinars, I think, Roy, you've got to give people notice of what you're going to do. So I won't say, I want to ask you a question now and give them the question. What I will say is, after I finish this comment here, I'm going to ask a question. So if you would unmute your microphone, we will see what kind of responses we get, etc. And if I'm looking for other reactions from them, I might actually say, so I might see you on the screen and I'll say, Roy, I'm going to ask you a question in a couple of seconds time. I don't want to put you on the spot. I'll make whatever comment and then I'll come back to you. Another simple one is that if we've got a number of people on the webinar, let's say we've got 25 on the screen, another 25 on another screen, etc. I'll say, right, we're going to get some audience interaction here now. So the way we'll do this is let's ask Roy for a comment first, and then I'm going to go to you, Maria, and then I'll go to Peter, okay? So again, the less silence you've got in the webinar, the better. And one of the better ways of doing that is to try and make sure that you kind of give people a little bit of notice of what is going to happen. And the other thing then is I do all my webinars from out here in the country road kind of thing. I just walk over the cliff later on. And so it's just kind of reinforcing the brand again.